with gentle hands and the heart of a fighter.
I'm a
survivor.
All right.
Slay. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of And That's That on That. And it's not just any episode, is it? It's the Thanksgiving episode. Insert clap track here.
It's Giving Thanks episode.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's Giving Thanks. And that's on Giving Thanks.
And that's on Giving Thanks. And yeah, we are very happy to be celebrating this holiday with you.
Yeah.
And I love the holidays. I love Thanksgiving. I love Christmas. I love cold weather. All the things. Unfortunately, in Phoenix, Arizona, I do have to wait until the absolute last minute to have cold weather.
Right.
We don't get it until like
December.
Like late November. Like last day of November. It will be cold. And then December on, it gets pretty chilly here, but it like takes a while to get cold. Anyways, I'm very much looking forward to that day.
I'm excited for you. I'll be here in California. Not cold.
No.
You know?
Yeah, because it's also warm there. Like it was cloudy today here and there and hot.
Cloudy
Muggy.
and hot. It was nasty. I stepped out of my office and I was like, this is crass. This is sick. It was
sickening.
Sticky and muggy and cloudy and hot. I said, that's jail. Life without parole.
I thought that I would address the elephant in the room, which if you're watching on video, I'm actually sitting in my bed right now.
Yeah. That's the elephant in the room?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I don't know anything else.
Yeah, I don't.
Unless you have an idea.
No, I think this is a very normal episode, very normal day.
Well, if you want to watch us on video, you guys can let us know if there's anything different you notice. But for now, I'm not seeing anything.
I don't feel any different. I maybe feel a little warmer on my head, but other than that, I don't see any difference.
There could be a few different reasons for that.
It's true. Maybe I'm getting sick.
Yeah. I just got over being sick, and I just want to start off our honorable mentions by saying that ending a cold, like that last day of a cold where you just know you're about to cross over to the other side of health, is like there's nothing like it. And I felt that yesterday. So
I'm so happy for you.
Feeling really good today. I'm a little stuffed up still, but I feel like I get sick every year around the same time. It's just like it's cold and flu season, which is a huge money-making time for big
pharma.
Cold. And
big cold. It's huge for Mucinex. This is a big time for them.
Mucinex and like NyQuil and Dayquil and stuff, they eat this time of year.
They're rolling in it right now. I'm happy for them.
Totally. But before we get into it, I just wanted to quickly acknowledge that Miss Thanksgiving, she has a complicated history for many people, especially our Indigenous brothers and sisters. Today, though, we are just focusing on what we've made Thanksgiving. Gratitude, connection, reflection, all of the things. And also, if there is an excuse to wear turkey oh, shit.
You just blew our cover.
Fuck. If there is an excuse to have some sort of Thanksgiving outfit on, we're taking it. So with that being said, we'd like to welcome you to the And That's That on That Thanksgiving special. It's Giving Thanks.
And that's on Giving Thanks. Beautifully said, Gav. Loved that.
Thanks.
Okay, well, with that being said, I have an honorable mention this week for
Let's hear it.
my Postmates delivery driver. I haven't even told you this story, and so I'm going to get your honest
I love that
opinion.
you still say Postmates and they have not existed for years now.
My app says Postmates. I don't
Does
know.
it really?
Yeah.
Well, mine, maybe I deleted it and started using Uber Eats. Basically, Uber Eats and Postmates are one and the same now, if you didn't know that. Now you know.
No, I did know that, but my app stays Postmates.
You just
I
love
don't
the
know.
nostalgia of Postmates,
No,
so you're keeping her around.
I'm a loyal fan. So
Totally.
Saturday night, I was coming home from a birthday party, and I said, "Do you know what?
Right.
It's probably like 12:30 at this point," and I was like, I'm pretty hungry. So I said, "Do you know what? I'm going to order some food." And I was so excited. I was like ordering it on my way home, and I get in bed, makeup off, you're in your PJs, and I was like, I'm so ready for food and then to go to sleep. And I get a notification. It's like, your food's here. And I was like, amazing. And I look, and he had messaged me and said, "Where's the gate?" And I said, "It's where the gate is." You can totally see it.
Hello.
And literally, I was like, "Sir, what do you mean?" And he was like, "There's no gate." And I said, "So Joshua, what do you mean? What do you mean?" So I look, I put the wrong address on.
No.
Yeah, I was at a friend's house earlier that day, and we all ordered pizza. And so I ordered it to his place, and I forgot to change it back to my own address.
Heartbreaking.
However, Joshua was so real for that, because he was like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "I'm probably he's on a bike, by the way." So he was like, I was like, "You're probably a 5-minute bike ride from my house." And he goes, "No problem, I'm on my way." And I was like, Joshua,
God bless, Joshua.
said, "I'm going to give you a great tip. Thank you so much." And what Joshua did, he arrived, and he didn't just drop it off at the door. He knocked on my door, and he was like waiting for me. And I was like in a giant t-shirt, looked really scary. And I was like, "Oh, Joshua, you didn't need to go that far, but thanks, my guy." So I tipped him really well, but that was my honorable mention, because what a nice guy at 1 a.m. to bike an extra 5 minutes to bring me my
incredible.
food. I was like, "Josh, if there's anything you can do to get this 5 minutes away, I will love you forever."
And he could have taken that food and ate it himself and said, "Do you know what? No."
Yeah. You know what? He totally could have. I might have if I was him.
No, I definitely would have. Listen to this. I did Postmates one time and delivered 2 orders, I think. And the second order that I delivered, it was some Asian place, and it was like, I think it had been there before, but the order itself was like insane. Like I'm not a fan of what they ordered. I couldn't tell you what it was now, but I just remember that I was not a fan. Anyways, so I try to go into this person's apartment, or not like into his apartment, but like into the building. And he said to like use a call box to like get in and like drop it off at the door, which I'm like, period, cool. So did that, didn't answer. Did it again, didn't answer. So then I call him on my phone, no answer, and then also texted him, no answer. So I'm like, I'm eating good tonight. So I left, and then I tried to, I opened up the food, and it was not something I would eat.
It was foul.
So it was foul. It was foul. No judgment. Right. No judgment, but it was not for me. So
did he cancel the order, or what happened?
No. So at the time, this was a while ago, you could like contact your Uber driver or your DoorDash. I can't remember which one it was. Delivery driver, up to like an hour after delivery. So this man is calling me consistently, and I'm like, "Hey, so like this isn't happening. Like you're not getting your food." So
like, give it up.
Yeah, long story short, I put my phone on airplane mode and went to bed.
What the fuck? Wait, I didn't know this story. I knew you did Postmates for like 2 seconds, but I didn't know.
2 orders.
I remember you texting me that night and you were like, I can't find this place. I can't find this place. But I didn't know that you just bailed. You just dipped and ghosted.
Fully just said, you know what? Never mind. I feel like that's it's a common courtesy. Like if you know your Uber driver or like your Postmates or DoorDash, whatever, are coming, like you should be ready to meet them. Like that's just common courtesy. I always have my phone next to me on loud just in case like they get there before I expect. I can open the gate for them or unlock the door or whatever. So if you're ordering delivery, A, tip them, and B, just be ready. Be ready for their arrival.
Right. For me, I always get calls the second I walk away from my phone. Like it'll be like a delivery or someone trying to get in the gate and I'll be like, oh, I'm going to go wash these dishes. And I come back and I've missed 45 calls. So put your phone on loud.
That or just like put it in your pocket or something.
Hey, that's a great idea.
Something to think about for next time.
Something to put in your back pocket. That's for damn sure. So that was my honorable mention. Shout out Joshua Slay.
Yeah,
keep
incredible.
slaying.
He's getting something good for Christmas from Santa this year.
He's going to get some good karma for that one.
My honorable mention this week, has got to be Costco chicken bakes.
Oh, wow.
I have one right here.
There it is.
She's half eaten. And I also had it delivered tonight by someone else, my roommate.
Tony, 7 minutes in.
My roommate. See, I didn't say his name, so.
Oh, wait, we're 18 minutes in.
No,
Trouble in Paradise?
Actually.
Oh no. Not our audio listeners don't know what just happened.
Well, I don't know what happened either.
I don't know what happened either.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Do you have any other honorable mentions?
No, that was it. Josh really touched my heart this weekend, and I just really had to shout him out for that. But that was it.
Love that.
I think we're going to do some Thanksgiving special Intuits and Overits. A new
segment.
Oh, well, essentially.
It's a reprise.
It's a rebrand.
It's a form of Intuit and Over It. It's giving thanks and it's giving no thanks.
Mm-hmm.
So to start us off, we're going to start with a little reflection. I would like to give thanks and also reflect upon our 3 seasons here and that's that on that. I was listening through our first season, and let me tell you, there are a lot of things that I don't remember ever coming out of my mouth.
Right. I don't know who they were. I really don't.
We're going to go through our very, very first episode that aired on Insurrection Day 2021.
On the actual day of the insurrection. Where were you on January 6th? We were releasing a podcast.
Yep. We were actually
not at
in
the
Temecula,
Capitol,
California, at your parents' house, watching the Capitol.
Oh my God, we were.
Insurrected and whatnot. Okay.
Yep.
So this first episode, we interviewed my very good friend, Ray Dalton, our good friend, Ray Dalton.
Yeah.
And
can we go back? Exactly.
And there was so much on there that we promised that we never fulfilled. So
shocking. Okay.
First of all, this episode starts off with Haley.
Oh no.
Starting us off with our first and only ever ad from Medterra.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my God.
Okay, so take a listen to this.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Guys, with cold and flu season right around the corner, boosting your immune system and taking care of your body is a must. Medterra offers quality, organic, and fully compliant CBD products extracted from U.S.-grown industrial hemp. Personally, my friends and family have always used CBD products to help with a wide variety of things.
Have they?
And Medterra actually just launched their new immune boost drops that include elderberry, vitamin C, ginger root, and ashwagandha, which all work together to boost your immune system. They also have CBD melatonin to help you sleep. They literally have everything. We've got a code for you to use at checkout for 15% off.
Geez.
The code is THAT'S15. THATS15. Happy shopping.
Jesus.
Okay, then listen to this intro music.
Hello.
Hey,
That's
guys.
crazy.
That's crazy.
It's giving no thanks. That was crazy. I sound like a baby.
You do sound young. Yeah.
I was like, hey guys, my family uses Medterra. They do, but like, wow. She was rearing to go to read that ad.
She had been studying that all night.
Has anyone used that code? No.
No.
It's nowhere to be found.
We made $0.
$0.
From that. And that's okay. It was something that we tried, and that's all right. If you haven't listened to the first season, you definitely don't have to.
You
But if
definitely
you
don't
want
need to.
then you should just start from the beginning, because you can very much see our growth, like
Ugh.
exponentially. It's wild.
I
But I will
personally
say,
cannot
though-
listen. I can't do it.
No, it was tough. It was tough listening
It's a
through,
tough
but
listen.
it was a tough listen. But it honestly wasn't that bad. Like, I was
Really?
expecting way worse, and I was like, wait, we were actually not that bad at that. At
Interesting.
season 1. I mean, we
Okay.
weren't great, but like, you know,
I believe
And
it.
we only got better. So
I could go the rest of my life without hearing that again. But I love
Yeah.
her for who she was.
I'm gonna piggyback off of that, and I'm gonna have to agree with you there.
Did we kick off the episode with that?
Oh yeah, it was a cold intro.
That's crass. That is crass.
Okay, so this was our first episode. We said season 1. We were so bold for this. We said this is going to be a weekly episode.
Oh, that was bold.
Lies. I just want to hear myself lie in real time, real quick.
Okay.
Welcome.
Hi.
Episode.
Welcome to And That's That on That.
Right.
This is our weekly podcast.
You're the liar.
Will be weekly. This is the
It
first
was me.
one of many to come. We're very excited.
So it actually took us 4 years to
get to weekly.
to get to weekly. We said the next episode was so funny. We're like, hey, so we're actually going to be releasing this once a month. Enjoy.
We realized how much work it was, and we were like, hey, so we're going to backtrack on that just a little
Yeah.
bit. Oh my God, we fully lied. We have
know.
lied many times on this podcast about our cadence of
Yeah, no, and that's okay.
putting these episodes out.
The amount of segments that we have said we're starting is crazy. Did it one time, never to be seen again.
Hey,
And
that's
that-
called trial and error.
Correct. So we attempted a segment, even just as recent as this season. We said we're going to start a segment called Irritation Station, which I thought was funny. And then honestly, I think I just completely forgot about
We
it.
totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll bring it back one day. Who's to say?
Who's
I can
to
always
say?
talk about my irritations.
Wait, do you remember we were like, we're pulling up to Irritation Station? We literally, oh my God. So when people say we were an overnight success, yeah, no. Yeah, right.
When this blows up. Yeah,
when this
for
blows
sure.
up and it's an overnight success, it wasn't. It wasn't.
It was.
We've been doing this
4
for years.
of just
Blood,
trying
sweat, and tears.
things, not doing those things anymore, forgetting about
Lying.
segments. We're big liars.
Telling many fibs.
Which we had another segment called 2 Facts and a Fib that we did one time.
Oh, God.
That we should bring back. I thought that was funny, and it's fun.
That's fun for guests to do, for sure.
For sure. We had another one called Elephant in the Room, which is funny because I feel like we always have them anyways.
You always have one to address anyway.
So that's just kind of like an unspoken segment, I think. But we did say that in our season 1, episode 3, I think, or 4 with Sophia. I said we're going to be doing a new segment called Elephant in the Room, and then never heard of that after that.
What does that even entail? What is the elephant in the room?
That's a really good question.
Yeah,
I don't
what
have the
would
answer.
be, how would we every single week have an elephant in the room?
I'll get back to you on that. Okay, we had 2 facts and a fib. We had elephant in the room. We had irritation station. But that just gives you a good look into the evolution of And That's That on that.
Quite the evolution.
Truly. Okay, this was interesting because not necessarily about us, but just about how much has changed since we started putting music.
Oh, God.
Since we started putting this pod out, we started putting it out still in like COVID times. And it was when we were recording it was still 2020, but it came out in 2021. So a lot of the conversations that we had were surrounding COVID. That was another one.
Yeah.
We did a COVID check-in every week. Or we did not do weekly. We did it every month. And so you can kind of hear us like slowly start to come out of it and things starting to kind of come back to normal a little bit towards the end of the season. So it was really interesting to hear
That's cute.
that like change over time. But anyways, so we were talking to Ray about how he thought the music industry was going to shift due to the pandemic. We also talked to Haley's brother, Matt, about what playing baseball was like during the pandemic. And there was just like so much that was crazy to listen back to that like I forgot was even a thing. Like Matt had said that there were like paper people in the crowd of the stadium.
The cutouts.
And, like, the cutouts. Like that's just crazy to think back to.
It was a trip. Yeah.
Yeah. But I want to play this one clip from Ray because I thought it was really interesting.
What Coachella's gonna look like for the next few years. Gavin and I were talking about that last night because that was always one of our favorite festivals to go to.
We went
What's
once.
your take
We went one
on
time and kind of hated
the music
it.
industry is going to evolve moving forward? Do you think that we're forever going to be doing live streams from home or social distancing concerts? Like, what do you think? What's your take on it?
Well, my take on it is that we'll get back to concerts, but we won't get to do concerts as we once did them before.
Right.
I watched the tennis tournament, the French Open, and they had people, but they had it where it was everyone was really separated, or you had to watch the tournament from your TV. So I think it will be something. Some people will feel comfortable with no audience, and some people will feel comfortable with like a less amount of people scattered around.
Well, I mean, they're already starting to do concerts somewhat socially distanced in like Australia and
whatever. Okay, so
we're so back.
We're so back. Like there was I feel like that it's exactly how it was before the pandemic now.
Yep.
At least that I remember, unless like we're just so used to the changes that we don't even recognize them. But
no,
I feel
it's
like
all the same.
Before, I think it was 2021, maybe 2022, you had to show your COVID vax card to like get into a concert.
Yeah.
And like a lot of things, a lot of public things.
We had to show
into some bars too.
I was just going to say, when we went to Palm Springs with Kenna and we had to try and get into the bar and she couldn't get in because her vax card wasn't loading.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Oh, that's so insane. Wow.
Okay, I'm going to have to say it's giving thanks. I'm so grateful that we're no longer in those times. It's
giving thanks. That's for sure.
Saving the best for last because this was crazy to hear.
No.
I'm not going to play the clip. I'm just going to explain to you. So basically, we were talking about we wanted to come out to Seattle and we're like, we'll do a road trip or whatever, which that will never happen. I'm never driving to Washington. Anyways, Ray was like, yeah, but you have to like quarantine for 14 days if you're coming from out of state into Washington. That's wild that was a thing.
Well, I remember
like,
when Matt played for the Blue Jays, in order to get into Canada, you had to do the same thing.
That's crazy.
They closed the borders at some point, and then I think when they reopened, you had to like quarantine for some amount of time. I don't know, but that is crazy thinking back to those days.
For sure. I mean, it's just the way that we were doing that this podcast like during that time, and then we're started to do more remote. We did remote guests, and then we had like our first in-person guest, and then just kind of slowly started to get back to normal. It's just wild to see, and I'm grateful for that. And I mean, that's kind of all I have for
that's that
for
on that. That is giving thanks. I would say
so
that's
much
giving thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's cool to look back and to see that.
Speaking of looking back, one thing that I have to say that I was not giving thanks for was when we had Katie Gavyn on in season 2, right? That was season 2 premiere. I was so nervous. Like I cried in the car on the way there because I was listening to I Know a Place live, and the emotions just came over me, and I was like, this is fucking nuts that we'd get to go talk to her right now. And when I was so nervous that I kept saying Muna instead of Muna, I was like, oh, like, you know, the music and Muna. And I was like, wait, no, Muna. And she was like giggling. She's like, it's okay. It's hard. It's like music and Muna, like you get it mixed up, whatever. And I was so embarrassed. I was like, Gav, you have to like take it from here. I can't do it.
No, I was nervous too. I mean, that was charity work for her.
No, she could, that's a tax write-off for her that she did this, because that was the kindest thing she could have ever done for us.
No, it's crazy. Like we had just finished one season of like 10 episodes. We had not a lot to show for it yet. Like we were still building up our show, and like for her to be like, yeah, I'm down, that opened so many doors for us.
Yeah.
And
I can't believe she logged on to Riverside FM at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday.
Yeah. Or signed our release form. Also, I was like, I think I said I had a doctor's appointment at work, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to be a little late today, guys. It's like we had her sign on at like 10 a.m. Anything for Miss Katie. That part is giving no thanks. But what is giving thanks is the fact that Katie even came on the show. That I'm giving thanks for. That's like my most proud moment on this show, is 100%. Getting Katie on. Yeah, that was crazy. Even from then until now, I feel like we have changed so much and like grown in our interviewing skills, and just like even just, I don't know, just getting better at this show. And like we literally started this show just for shits and gigs because we had nothing to do during the pandemic, and the way that it has grown into what it is now is so cool. And I never wanted to end. So
same. It's giving thanks. It's
so giving thanks.
It's giving big time thanks.
Big time thanks.
I'm thankful for the fact that you're getting a new kidney.
Me as well. I'll believe it when I see it, because she's taken her sweet time.
I'm putting it in the universe that's happening.
It will happen for sure. When? I'm not sure, but it will happen.
One day we're going to be celebrating in Europe with your new kidney.
No, I can't wait for that day. It's going to be
You know what
great.
else I'm thankful for? The people that listen to this.
Yes, all 4 of you.
All 4 of you that have reviewed us on Apple Podcasts. I'm thankful for y'all.
Yeah, whoever is giving us 5-star reviews, you're not getting coal for Christmas.
You have a gorgeous amount of karma coming towards you. Good karma.
Yeah. For sure.
So now that we've done our giving thanks and not giving thanks, we're going to go to the one segment that we do consistently do, which is Pit and Peak. Our tried and true since day one, Pit and Peak.
She stood the test of time.
She did. We never forgot about her. We forgot about a lot of other things, but we didn't forget about her. So this week I have a silly Pit.
Okay.
I'll start with my Pit, and it ties into my Peak. I just turned 30, right? And so I get Botox here and there, but I figured, you know what, for my 30th year, I'm going to be absolutely frozen in my forehead and eyebrows when I turned
Period.
30. Okay. So I went to this girly that I usually go to. And she's super sweet. And I was getting it done. Right. And when you get there, they like take pictures of you like before and after. So every time you come, you can like do different. You have a record of the changes, whatever. So she takes me back to take the pictures. And as she's walking me back to the room, she sits me down and she's like about to start with all the Botox and stuff. And she's like, you know what? You have such a beautiful face. Like, you're such a beautiful girl. And I was naive to think the sentence was going to end there. Like, I thought I was like, oh my God, thank you. And she goes, but, the only thing really distracting from your beauty is your skin. And I said, I'm sorry. What? And she was like, she's like, you have melasma, which I do. I have like dark spots on my skin from years of birth control. And I used to be on hormonal birth control that like does that when like in high school, and it hadn't faded away since then. And she was like, there's like these lasers that we can do, and like I'll quote you on the price and blah, blah, blah. This laser is like $1,000 per session. And I was like, babe.
Yeah, no.
Unless you got a sugar daddy for me, ain't no way. And she literally was like, the only thing distracting from your beauty is that.
Insane.
And I was like, babe, there's a lot of things distracting from my beauty. And that's probably like was very low on my list. And I was stunned. I'm going to steal that next time I need to like backhand someone.
No, that's the craziest sales pitch I've ever heard.
Actually, I don't know if I would ever say that to someone. That's an inside thought, I think. But
yeah, that's for inside the car.
She said, you have such a beautiful face. You're such a beautiful girl. And I'm like, and she's like, but there is something distracting from your beauty.
That's so
And I was like,
up.
okay, you know what? Freeze my forehead and let me go. Let me leave. And she did. My forehead is frozen. So that's you couldn't tell that I was mad because my face wouldn't move. And that's how we like it. But she really humbled me with that one. Yeah. And then the peak of it all is that you have no idea what emotion I'm feeling right now because my forehead is frozen as ice. And that's is the beauty of
honorable
Botox
as well. That's honorable.
Yeah.
I've had Botox one time. I got it in my forehead and my mom clocked it immediately because I'm very expressive when I speak. Like, I'm sure you can tell. Eyebrows have a mind of their own.
Same.
So when my eyebrows aren't moving and I'm like talking about something, my mom was like, what's going on with that? She's like, did you get Botox? I was like, how do you know? She's like, because I can tell.
You're like, how do you know? How can you tell?
How do you know? And
you're like, Mom, what do you mean?
But like the lady that did it like missed a spot like right here. So after like a few days, like I would go like this and this eyebrow and here would stay still, but then just this little part right here would go up. I still have a video of it. It's so funny.
Yeah.
And yeah. So it's not for me, at least right now in this phase of my life, but at some point I might have to get it again.
Yeah, I said if there's anything I need on my 30th birthday, it's to be my face to be frozen.
No, and that's totally okay. I fully accept that.
And I got a little backhanded compliment on my way out.
Well,
that was truly so humbling. I was like, I
don't know what I would have said. So
I really thought the sentence was ending there. And I was like,
what did you say? Were you just like,
I was like, oh, before I could even respond, she was like, what have you tried for it? And I was like, everything. I was like, she's like, have you tried everything? I'm like, that's the one thing I haven't tried. And yeah, I didn't really have a response. I was kind of like, can you just freeze my forehead and I can leave? But like, I understand you're trying to sell me something, but like that was a crazy sales pitch.
No, like maybe do better, I think.
Maybe like give me a compliment and like leave it there, you know?
Yeah, totally.
So.
Okay, pit and peak for me. First of all, peak. last week, I just have to say, was so fun with Debbie.
Yeah.
And we had such a great time. I loved that episode. And I also just loved being able to go to LA for the day and hang out with my girlie and make friends with Debbie. So,
honorable mention for the intro of that episode. That was hilarious. We were so delusional at that point. That was the longest day of our lives. And we were so delusional, but it was hilarious.
So
if you need a
tired.
laugh, go back and listen because that was silly.
Yeah, definitely. She was just really fun to chat with and like so cute and sweet and loved it. So that was definitely peak, being able to do that and feeling better because I had a gnarly cold after that. I said in the end of the episode or at the end of our intro, I was like, I think I'm getting sick, so I need to leave now. And then literally as soon as I got home, I was like, oh my God. And was sick as a dog.
Sick as a dog on a Sunday.
I hope I didn't get anyone sick. I thought it was allergies at first. Like I thought I was just run down because sometimes when I'm run down, I just get like a little bit nasally and whatnot. That was not the case. I had full on rhinovirus. So
rhinovirus.
It's basically just a cold, but it's like just in your nose.
Right.
So,
wow. Okay, rhinoceros.
Rhinoceros virus. And then my pit, obviously being sick. And then I talked about it last week, but Bing's had surgery, right?
Oh, yeah.
What I didn't tell you was that he is no longer a boy.
Right.
He had a sex change. Like literally.
He really did. Oh, they really did. She really did.
Well, he hasn't chosen his pronouns yet, so I'm just going to keep referring to him as a he. That's up to him. So we'll figure that out later.
That's up to him if he wants to be a she, her, they, them, or
Correct.
he, him.
Right. And so
I can't wait to see what he chooses.
I'm going to put some like different options out for him, and then whatever he chooses, with like maybe I'll put some papers on the ground or something, and then whatever
make
he
a
chooses,
TikTok of it.
Okay. I'll do that. And we'll see. We'll see. But
Perfect.
he's been handling it pretty well. He's just trying to figure out how to go to the bathroom. Like he is having a hard time with that, which honestly I would too if I no longer had a penis. But anyway.
Right.
Yeah, it's just been a rough couple weeks with that one. So
a lot of changes for
so many changes.
Him.
That's going to continue to be my pit because it's ongoing. But
do you know what's funny is that if you go back in this podcast and listen to all of the pits and peaks, 99% of them involve your cats. And I don't know what that says about about my nephews.
Right. Well, I mean, they definitely have wreaked havoc on my life. So
yeah,
more
but
so
we
Binks
do
than
love
Boots.
them. Boots is just an asshole.
Yeah.
Well, but he's like a little lover, but he's just a cutie. But he's also a brat. Binks just doesn't give a fuck.
No, he doesn't. Yeah. So definitely talk a lot about my cats on this podcast. A lot in the last season and the previous season before, which I listened to an episode where I was talking about him in the first season, and apparently one time I came home from work and he like pissed all over my bed. I don't remember that, but that was really enlightening to be reminded about that. It really speaks volumes that I didn't remember it because it happens, you know?
It does happen. Yeah.
So many things happen with that cat. But yeah.
I cannot believe it's the holidays, but I do love Thanksgiving,
It's
I will
the
say.
holiday season.
I love Thanksgiving so
Me
much.
too. You know what my favorite dish is?
A mug.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. No, I love green bean casserole. And sweet potato casserole with marshmallows.
Yep.
And a lot of brown sugar.
Absolutely. I'm a stuffing girl. I'll say it.
Really?
I'll say it. Stuffing is everything to me. And so is mashed potatoes and gravy. So
Like, I don't even like turkey or ham, if I'm being so real. Like, I just want all the fixins.
okay, that's fair. Not a protein guy.
No, I mean, I am just not like, it just never sounds good to me. You know?
Okay, but then you take the leftovers and you make a giant sandwich out of it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. My brother and his wife and I do that every Thanksgiving. We'll eat so much at dinner. And then later that night, we'll like put on a movie and watch or make with like toasted bread. We'll put like the cranberry sauce, the turkey, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, everything on sweet potatoes. And just make this giant like Thanksgiving sandwich. I feel like I'm going to puke by the end of the night because we eat so much. But
that's what it's for.
That's what it's for. I'm
Thanksgiving
so excited.
is for eating and for giving thanks. So
yeah. And it's for giving thanks. Exactly.
It's for giving thanks. But anyways, guys, I don't
Happy
think we have much
Thanksgiving.
more to speak about. We just wanted to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. Pretty soon it's going to be Christmas. And then New Year's, and then we're going to be in 2026, which is crazy.
Slow down, Savannah. Slow down.
No, literally. Put it in reverse,
crazy.
Terry.
Put it in Terry. You know, that's my name in my friend's phone is Terry Chap, and it's my photo is Terry in his wheelchair backing up.
No way. Why is that?
Because it's an inside joke with us. So
I love it.
Well, before we go, Gavyn, I really like your hat.
Oh my God, I love your hat.
Yeah.
We
For
have
our audio
matching
listeners,
hats.
we do have a hat on, and you should take a look at what they are. They're really cool.
I totally forgot to mention that. Like, it's just so breathtaking.
I will be bringing this
it in the whole time.
Yeah, no, it's gorgeous. I will
You
be
have
bringing
to bring
it
to Thanksgiving.
I am. I'm putting it on Gia.
100%.
On my knees.
I think we're about to go. I might be in Washington at the time this airs. Possibly. Hopefully, I can still see you before I go because you'll be right down the street.
I know.
I
hope
and
so.
honorable mention, I found my ring, you guys. If you watched last episode, I had to borrow Debbie's.
He really is engaged.
I am. It's true. It's real.
That's crazy.
But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next week on a brand new episode
of And That's That on That. Give all your thanks and have a great holiday. We love you so much. And that's on Giving Thanks. Mwah, 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 besos. Love you. Bye.